Welcome, fume heads, to my thoughts on KINSKI, a perfume created in 2011, named after a German actor, Klaus Kinski, who I guess was a little mad and a little unbalanced. Now, speaking of unbalanced, this fragrance is definitely not. That's one thing this fragrance has going for it, man, among so many others. The balance of the notes and all the notes that are going on is flippin' phenomenal. I mean it. Man, I get this question a lot over the years. Dan, what's your favorite fragrance? And you know what? After years of doing this and wearing and sniffing so many perfumes, colognes, fragrances, it's really hard to pick a favorite. There are so many damn good ones out there. But today, if I was to sit down and create like a top 5 personal favorite fragrance list, KINSKI would definitely be on that list. I mean, this is close to being like a holy grail type scent for me, for sure. Absolutely, I'm smitten to the core with this fragrance, man. And what you get out of KINSKI is basically a green, woody, salty aquatic fragrance with an animalic undertone. And of course, one thing that I love about this scent, man, the cannabis. The cannabis in this scent is loud and proud, noticeable, coming at you, man. Makes my mouth water. Now, I'm not a pot smoker, but I've always been just a huge fan of the aroma of Mary Jane, man. Just love it. Love the green smell that stuff evokes. Awesome. So not only do I have the cannabis prevalent in this scent, man, what else we got? Another huge favorite note of mine, vetiver. Oh, and the vetiver in here is great, man. It's rooty, it's green, it's smoky. Oh, love that. It's also fresh, too, at the same time. And along with that, you've got the woodiness of cedar, and absolutely, I'm a huge cedar fan. And those notes coming together are just balanced awesomely, along with patchouli. Can't forget patchouli, man. The earthy sweetness of patchouli mixed in with those notes, too, just creates one hell of a frickin' phenomenal blend. Phenomenal. I cannot use that word enough when it comes to this scent, for sure. And then you've got this like, semi-salty, fresh sea air kind of thing going on with that mixture as well. Holy hot damn. Yeah. And underneath that, like I said, the animalic tone, Castoreum. Castoreum is a killer note on its own. For me, what Castoreum delivers is like if you mixed a rubber tire with a leather jacket and let that marinate in a mechanic's garage. That's the aroma that Castoreum delivers for me, and that's going on in this fragrance. But no way is it like loud and proud pushing at you, where some people might find it offensive and overly animalic and crazy, and you're like, what? It just adds like a certain machismo to this scent, an undertone, along with that fresh green, salty, fresh air woodiness that's going on, man. Just give it a little bit of this extra darkness, this extra little funk in there. It's beautiful. Beautifully done, man. All these notes are balanced, like, perfectly. You know, couldn't have been done better. And it's so fun wearing this stuff because there's so many notes going on to create what this becomes, you know, in the end. And it's fun. You really got to sit there and study the fragrance and look at it and search for these notes because there's labdanum listed in here as well. And in no way at all does this fragrance take like a turn for the amber side of the tracks. It doesn't get rich and heavy or nothing like that. But man, especially after the hours go on, you can hear it quietly in the background there. This little undertone, this soft little amber labdanum type effect going on, just holding things up there in the base, man. And as the hours go on too, the rose comes out. And rose can be a scary word for me because most of the time I do not like it. You know, it's powdery, it's dry, I just don't like it. It nauseates my stomach, man. But sometimes, if rose is used right the way I like it, it's a beautiful addition to a fragrance like in this one, man. It just adds this certain softness, this certain freshness to this scent. Awesome. Longevity for me. awesome. You know, it goes past 8 hours. I mean, clear it to the next day. Granted, it's not like a projection beast, but I can still pick this up on me the next day. This scent is not like one of those fragrances you spray on and it gasses out the whole room. It just creates an awesome scent bubble around you, and I can enjoy it throughout the entire day, so I absolutely love that, you know. That's what I want a fragrance to do, especially something that I really love, man. I want to enjoy the aroma all day long. Now, this one is kind of weird, though, as far as, like, the feedback I've gotten from other people. I did get quite a few, damn, you know, like, wow, that's awesome, man. Love that stuff. You know, you get that face when they're like, they're really pleased, and you can tell. I got those faces with that scent, so of course I love that. But I also did get some naysayers with this as well. Some ups and some downs, you know. And one of them being Amanda. She was like, you know, kind of smells powdery. And I'm like, powdery? Thank God I don't get powdery out of this stuff at all, because that would ruin it for me. But that's the way it comes across to her. And then there's a guy at work, Dave, who said that he took a whiff of it and he's like, no way, that stuff's too flowery. Flowery? I am not a fan of flowery fragrances or powdery. So I don't know what's going on. Everybody's got a different nose, though. Maybe on a different day, things would have been different with those folks. But yeah, Amanda is a huge fan of florals. You know, she's always checking out the new floral women's perfumes at work and bringing them home. And pretty much 99.9% of the time, I'm like, yeah, I don't like them. I do not like heavy floral perfumes. Not a fan. So I don't know if that says anything about this scent, and Dave calling it heavy in the florals, but in no way does it perceive that way to me at all whatsoever. Now, this fragrance to me is pretty much perfect across the board. But with everything, there's always something, you know. I guess if I was gonna add a little bit of something to this scent, I guess what I'd really love to see is some nice tart fresh green apple at the top of this, man. Man, that would make my mouth water even more. And if I was really going to pick on this stuff, you know, when you get this scent, it comes like this, without a cap. And you know, it kind of would have been nice, would be nice to have a cap, because it almost kind of feels like you're getting a tester. I mean, come on. What is it with not getting a cap? You know, a cap kind of helps seals it. Keeps it protected, man. I don't get it. Especially when you're traveling. You don't want this hitting all over the place. Come on. Make a cap for it. But that's it. Let me know what you guys think of this scent. Have you checked it out? Do you get the Cannabliss? Do you flip and love it? Is it powdery? Is it floral for you? I hope not. But everybody's different. Just let me know, because I'm dying to know what people think of this one. Because like I said, this is an absolute gem for me. Close to the Holy Grail scent. Absolutely adore KINSKI. Always will, man. That's right. But that's it. You guys take care, and we'll see you soon.